I am Dr. Srinivas Bhaskar Chaganti. I am doing research on mechanical battery power generation technologies. In this technology, we will be using the diameter, RPM, weight as the core raw material by using the space management and the weight management in the principles of Kamma gear flywheel, that is kinetics associated mass mechanical applications. I am Dr. Bhaskar Chaganti, born and brought up in Hyderabad. I am an Indian. So we are doing this technology for the past 30 years, and we have taken the opportunity to introduce this technology to the world of power generation. Here in this technology, we will be using the diameter, RPM, weight as a core raw material for uninterrupted power generation supply. So in this technology, the main operations will be without using any fossil fuels, without using any renewable energy associations, or without using any of the raw material available in the nature. We are using mechanical battery operational for uninterrupted power supply. Source of energy we are taking for this technology. In this technology, what we are showing to you, we are taking the energy from the grid. The grid is getting the input as the source of energy, and from the source of energy we are connecting it to the variable frequency drive. This variable frequency drive is a 90 kilowatt variable frequency drive. So this 90 kilowatt VFD is getting connected to the 45 kilowatt induction motor, which is having 1440 RPM, 50 Hz, and in this we will be taking the input as 0.5 second to the minimum and 5 seconds as the maximum input energy. So through this 0.5 second to 5 seconds, we will be exciting the flywheel, which is nearly 12 tons of weight. Here that is 10 tons, and there you are having another 2 tons. So totally it is 12 tons of weight and 2 meters in dia. The flywheels are rotated at 700 RPM maximum, and there we will be induction gearbox, so that the flywheel there is reduced to 250 RPM maximum. So here the flywheel is 700, there the flywheel is 250. So in this way we will be exciting the generator through this motor of 45 kilowatt, having 295 newtons as the newtons of this the heat what is generated inside the inside the motor, induction motor, is 295 newtons, and from 295 newtons we will be exciting through the the motor is having, in the back side you can see a pneumatic application, where the pneumatic application is useful when the motor is going forward and coming backward. See, this motor is coming backward and coming forward, motor is coming backward. So in this application, the belt what is connected to this motor is completely disengaged once the flywheel is rotated at 700 RPM. So at the rate of 700 RPM, the pneumatics will change the belt and the motor will slide forward. Thereby the torque, which is coming 295 newtons from the motor, is disengaged, and the energy what is supplied from the motor to the gearbox is 45 kilowatt gearbox, and the 45 kilowatt gearbox is 3000, that is 1:1 ratio. In this gearbox we will be having the energy what is released from the motor into the gearbox. Thereby the centripetal force which is harbored inside the gearbox are having 2 side bearings, because the 2 side shafts are having 2 bearings. So wherever you find the bearings are having centripetal force. Now the centripetal force, the cumulative centripetal force of the gearbox 1, gearbox 2, the flywheel, the gearbox that side, there are 2 gearboxes, and the flywheel and the guide wheel. So in this there are 16 number of bearings in this, and 16 number of bearings are having centripetal force harbored in them by the use of this 45 kilowatt induction motor. So this 45 kilowatt induction motor is giving 295 newtons, and this 295 newtons is harbored in each and every bearing of the application used here. So this is called A, the remaining parts are called B, and the generator is called C. So when we are having the application, the input power through the VFD into the motor, this is called A. When the motor is disengaged, A is completely disengaged, thereby the input energy is only utilized for 0.5 second to maximum 5 seconds. 0.5 to 5 seconds is the minimum time and the maximum time for the motor to run and rotate the flywheel for 700 RPM from 0 to 700. So as soon as the 700 mark is reached, then the motor is disengaged and the centripetal force which is coming inside the gearboxes, cumulative gearboxes, four gearboxes we are utilizing in this technology, and in this technology we are having one gearbox of 45 kilowatt capacity, the one gearbox we are having 22 kilowatt of capacity. In this side also we are having 22 kilowatt and 22 kilowatt capacity gearboxes. So the gearboxes are 45 kilowatt and 22 kilowatt gearbox capacity, thereby the energy harbored in these four gearboxes are cumulative, and these centripetal forces, cumulative centripetal forces are carried by the flywheel. The flywheel is a carrier of the centripetal force, and the centrifugal force is coming into the play because the flywheel is rotated on the bearings, the generator is rotated on the bearings, the guide wheel is rotated on the bearings, everything is rotated on the bearings. Wherever there are bearings, that is called centripetal force, and wherever you are having centripetal force, the energy is coming from the outside to the inside. That is the reason why when we are taking the energy inside the flywheel will be rotated by the centripetal force, because the energy which is coming from outside is rolling inside the rotor of the motor, thereby the motor is in a position to rotate the flywheel through the use of the centripetal force, thereby the centripetal force which is harbored in various bearings help in the transfer of the energy to the flywheel, whereby the centrifugal force is formed, thereby the centripetal force and centrifugal force cumulative effect are traveling from A to B and B to C. So in this way, the C part is having 735 newtons of energy, that is the energy harbored inside the negative force, the back force and the reverse torque of the generator is 735 newtons. So 735 newtons are taken into consideration, and the motor is having 295 newtons. So the heat what is flowing from the low to high, this is very important in this technology. The heat is flowing from low to high. The 45 kilowatt motor is having 295 newtons. The 20 kilowatt 24 pole 250 RPM generator is having 735 newtons of difference is there. So in this way, the heat is flowing from the low area to the high area. Thereby, this technology is utilizing the kinetics associated mass mechanical applications using the principle of centripetal force and centrifugal force, which is coming from the A and traveling into the B and again getting harbored into the C. What the C is having is constantly having 735 newtons of energy. The energy which is harbored inside the generator is 735 newtons, and this 735 newtons is pushed away from the centripetal force and the centrifugal force of B. Thereby the cumulative centripetal force and the centrifugal force are having the capacity to remove the harbored energy which is there inside the 20 kilowatt permanent magnet generator with 24 pole and 250 RPM. Thereby the cumulative centripetal force which is getting transferred from B to C is getting into the power generation mode for more than 5 minutes. So input is 0.5 seconds, output is 600 seconds. In this way, the power what is coming out of the generator is utilizing the cumulative effect of the centripetal force and centrifugal forces, and then the actual power generation takes place once the reverse torque, back torque, negative torque are removed and the B forces are dominating the C force. In this way, input is less and output is more. And moreover, in this technology, what we are trying to exhibit and express is the form of the energy is not changing. The diameter is not changing, the weight is not changing, the RPM is not changing. Thereby, this technology does not belong to the thermodynamics law, and this is something separate. And here the energy is not transformed from one form to another form. The forms are the same, the identical system is, the flywheel is the same, the centripetal force is the same, the centrifugal force is the same. In this way, the molecules of this iron are not getting decimated or separated as seen in the coal power generation, in the fossil fuel power generation, and in various energy areas, like you have the hydropower station where you have the energy flowing from the top to the bottom and bottom to the outside. So in this way, the energy what is channelized in various applications of the power sector are completely destroying their base molecule and the energy is released. But in our technology, the molecules which are there inside the iron are cumulatively stable and strong, and in this way, this technology does not belong to the thermodynamics class, and this is something separate. It is a new innovation. It is called acceleration deceleration method of power generation. This is called mechanical battery. In this mechanical battery, we will be utilizing the force which is released, the twisting turning force which is released after the flywheel is started to decelerate. When the flywheel starts to decelerate, the energy what is getting released is harvested, and the centripetal force and centrifugal forces are dominating, and the energy is flowing from the low to the high. And again, when the energy is circled back, the energy is coming for making a loop. Thereby, the energy which is discharged from the generator for 5 minutes can be recycled, can be connected back, and the application of the input and the output is continuous. In this way, the energy what is consumed by the motor is for 0.5 seconds or maximum 5 seconds, and then the energy discharged from the generator is more than 5 minutes depending upon the diameter, RPM, weight. In this technology, we are using 12 tons of weight, but in 1 megawatt we have to use 300 ton, 6 meter dia and 800 RPM. So in this way, when we are taking 0.5 second as the input, the output is more than 1 hour in 1 megawatt of power generation design. This is called Kamma-Gear flywheel, and this does not have any coincidence or any affinity or any resemblance to the thermodynamics law, which is associated with the energy applications of the other technologies which are seen today by all the people who are working in the energy sector. So this is completely different. So this is a new technology, new invention, where the input is less and output is more. Law of conservation, what does it mean? Law of conservation of energy is coming from the thermodynamics. In thermodynamics, the law says energy cannot be destroyed, energy cannot be created, and energy is transformed from one form to another form. So in this few lines of explanation of thermodynamics first law, I will explain according to my technology, my innovation, how it is different from these few lines what I have said and what the universal law says, that energy cannot be created or energy cannot be destroyed. It is always transformed from one form to another form. So in this, now we will be explaining a little in front of you, because here the entropy part what we are talking about when we are destroying, the entropy is also very important, because it is coming in the second, third and fourth law, zeroth law and other things. So in this way, when we are talking about the first law, the energy what is stored inside the flywheel is always constant. the flywheel will always remain in the constant molecular application. That is, the molecules are not separated and the molecules are always the same. If we are rotating the flywheel with this technology, see, I am utilizing my energy to rotate the flywheel. So this flywheel is getting rotated with a very little effort. I am rotating 12 tons of weight and only a little part of energy is utilized to rotate 12 tons of weight. So when I am rotating this energy, the energy particles which are harbored in this rotations, that is the diameter RPM weight, they are not getting separated as seen in the coal power plant or in the gas power plant or in the hydropower plant, or as you are seeing in the wind, the solar and other applications. So wherever you see the particles are completely destroyed, then the energy is released. The flywheel is not getting separated or destroyed or disseminated, or it is not getting changed. The forms are not getting changed, but the energy what is stored inside the flywheel is getting harvested. In this way, the first law of thermodynamics is not applicable to this technology of flywheel power generation, that is acceleration and deceleration. There are thousands and thousands of flywheel based applications in the world. Many different countries are using flywheel for power generation, like you have in US, you have in Europe, you have in so many other applications. I mean, say almost like GE, Voth, Siemens, Rolls-Royce. There are so many different companies and countries where they are utilizing flywheel. Even NASA is having this technology of flywheel technology. But their technology and my technology is completely different, because they are using a constant amount of energy with a constant amount of input and output. In my technology, the difference is acceleration and deceleration. Mine is input pulse is very less, output pulse is maximum. So now in this difference, we will be taking 3600 seconds into consideration as 1 kilowatt hour of power consumption and power generation. If we are taking 3600 seconds as the input energy for 1 kilowatt hour, then from 3600 seconds we will be using, if we are using 0.5 seconds, then 3600 seconds will be multiplied by 0.5, that is 7200 seconds will be there, and per each pulse of 0.5 second, we will be getting a output of 600 seconds. Thereby 7200 seconds, that is pulse, 7200 pulses into 600 seconds is the total amount of energy generated, divided by 3600 seconds is the total amount of energy harvested in hours. Thereby the input is less and the output is more. Thereby the entropy in this system is totally into a controlled atmosphere, whereby we don't have entropy as seen in the world of power sector and in the thermodynamics. So now the thermodynamics law 1, law 2, law 3, law 4 does not fit into this technology. So this technology is totally different, and there is no equilibrium between one set of energy to the other set of energy. So the A part, B part and C part, which you can see, the A is the motor, and the motor is getting the energy transmitted to the gearbox in the flywheel. This is B part, and the flywheel, the gearbox are transmitting the stored energy into the C part, that is the generator. So there is no equilibrium between these three systems, and there is no entropy also in this system. So this is a separate design, a new innovation, and this innovation is a perpetual motion machine. This is Dr. Bhaskar Chaganti from Kamagir Flywheel. The energy what you are seeing is coming from this flywheel technology. The energy is flowing out when the energy is not getting into the motor is not having the energy from any source. The flywheel is rotating on its own and the generation of energy is coming out by its own. The amount of energy what you are seeing is more than the amount of energy what it is consuming. This is Kamagir Flywheel. This is asking all the world to come forward, all the governments of the world to come forward to enjoy this particular happy moments and then share this technology all over the globe, all over the world. People are welcome to Kamagir Flywheel technology. Please come. You can see the energy what you are seeing over here is generated by the energy what is coming out of the deceleration of the flywheel. The centripetal force and the centrifugal forces are acting and the energy is getting generated. Please see, this energy is getting free. There is no smoke, there is no global warming, there is no other input to this particular technology. There are no raw material, there are no sounds for this particular technology, no sound pollution, no pollution at all. So this is a free energy, green energy, pure green energy, which is having input less and output more. The energy what you are seeing over here is generated by the flywheel. In the background of me you can see the flywheel rotating. The energy is getting generated out of the flywheel, which is getting the harvesting the energy, the scavenging of energy, the extracting of energy is clearly visible to the naked eye over here. You can see this technology, Kamagir Flywheel, kinetics associated mass mechanical applications. I am an Indian and I have developed this technology in Hyderabad. I am from Hyderabad, Telangana state of India. Thank you.